Hey folks, this is Donnie. I'm out here working on the property today and I'm so tired. Kim woke me up at 2:15 this morning. Thought she smelled wires burning and didn't smell anything, but anyhow, if I get woke up, I can't go back to sleep. I've got sleep disorder and I refuse to take the medication for it, so I don't get a lot of rest. But anyhow, I meant to do this yesterday and I completely ran out of time and I could not do it. I did film a short video to do this and I just could not get it right. And trying to get it perfect, I'm just gonna, whatever errors I make, I'm just gonna upload it that way. I'm too tired to try to edit stuff out. But anyhow, I wanted to just let y'all know, many of you already know this, and we got several of you had reached out to Kim through the Facebook, the Standing Goats Rescue Facebook, and let us know about our sister Sandra. Sandra reigns DeBusk. Oh, Sandy. Sandy recently left to go be with the Lord. She passed away. She had found out not too long ago that she had cancer, and it was bad. She had it all over, and they had amputated a portion of her leg. I think they were trying to save her, and a very short time after surgery, she ended up succumbing to that nasty stuff. It got her. She's not gone. She just stepped out, shed that fragile shell that we're all trapped inside right now. But I'm reaching out to you to ask you all to, if you would pray for Sandra's husband and for their family. You know, regardless of where you stand in your faith, regardless of how strong your faith is, and you know without a doubt that there is an afterlife and we'll go to a much better place when we leave here. Excuse me. It does not make losing someone temporarily any easier. It takes a pretty hard toll on us emotionally, on all of us. So please send prayers out for Sandra's family and send a prayer out. God to watch over Sandy. He knows what he's doing. He don't need no input from us, but it's always, nice to show how much we do care for each other. I'm trying to remember what I always want to tell you. I'm so tired I can't function right. Brother Don had sent some more information on the last articles that we had shared with all of you on the supposed dogman werewolf attacks and the missing. I've got some more of those that I received today, and I also got some other stuff from him today. If for some reason I can manage to pull off a nap, which is about a 90% chance that that's not going to happen, but if I can pull it off to where I can be up and alert this evening, then we may do them tonight. But I can't. It's not a strong possibility. I'm so tired. My eyes keep filling up with that old gookie getting your eyes from no sleep, and I just feel rough. I'm trying to get all this. I got so much to clear. You guys can see how thick all this mess is. I got to get all this cleared. And it's just, there's so much of it around here. And I was pushing with the tractor. I got to this point and I just stopped, shut the tractor down, and I mounted the camera to do this. But that's what I'm doing today. I'll be working on clearing this and put as much into this as I can physically handle. And then I'll have to stop at about 5, because 5 is feeding time for the goats. I'm fairly close to the house. It doesn't take me long to get home. I drive the tractor. I drive it over here and I drive it back. So it's not real far at all. But anyhow, we had, for those of you that are in this area, we're in Panama City, Florida. They had the grand opening of Sports Academy, or Academy Sports. I can't remember which one it's called, but they had that yesterday, today, and tomorrow. And I went down there and I picked up a 10 foot by 10 foot. It's just a little gazebo. It's 4 legs and a top on it, just to get you out of the sun. And it was $39. They had it marked down from $79 to $39. So I got one of them, and I got some brackets for my shooting house, so I don't have to risk just counting on screws to keep my platform up there. I definitely don't want to fall. And I'd got a little pouch to carry my muzzleloader supplies come hunting season, a much smaller one, a little bitty thing I can put on my belt. And a couple other small items I can't remember. I got Kim a shirt, and we got Rosie a ball and a couple of things. But anyhow, while I was in Academy, a man was in there, a little older than me, probably in his mid-60s. And he's seen the hat. I'm wearing the hat that Carrie gave me, Bigfoot Odyssey hat. I wear it daily. I love this hat. And I'm just grateful Carrie gave it to me. I needed one, and it's a nice hat. I like it. But anyhow, he said, Bigfoot, huh? I said, yes, sir. He said, do you believe in them? I said, yes, sir, I do. He said, have you ever seen one? I said, I absolutely have. Have you? And he just kind of looked around, he smiled, and he said, I've seen him a few times. And he said, I asked him if he would be willing to let me film him. And if he didn't want to be on video, I can do it from behind him to where all you see is the back of his head, so you can hear his voice and know that I'm, talking to someone else. And he said, yeah, I believe I'll do that. And we got to talking, and he said the area where I hunt has got some in the area. He's got some activity up there. And I said, well, where are you hunting? And he got to naming off the area while I pulled up my map. My hunting app has a GPS map, a satellite image map on it. And he pointed out the area. The area where he's hunting borders our property. And I told him, I said, well, there's a property in there. There's a little 2 trail that goes through them woods. There's several 2 trails. I said, one of them comes into a cable. He said, it's got the trespassing signs, one on each side of the cable, and a few feet next to those, you got 2 more. I said, yeah. He said, I know exactly where that's at, right at the end of that 2 trail. I said, yes, sir. He said, yeah, I got a shooting house about 400 yards from your property line. And so anyhow, we got to talking, and he's had experiences there. But the experience that he shared with me, he said, I've got family. I grew up in Blue Ridge Mountains, and Blue Ridge Mountains, Georgia. And he said, I was hunting in the 70s with my 2 uncles who were Vietnam vets, real tough guys. And he said his uncles, they were all sitting there. They were 18 miles in, way back in there, in the hills. And he said, look up on that boulder up there, take your binoculars and look. So he got his binoculars up and was looking. And he said he could see it standing on the binoculars. On the boulder, he could see it through the binoculars. And he said, and it jumped off, just hopped off, on the ground. He said you could hear. They were, I think he said a little less than 100 yards, but when they hit, it was a boom, a real loud thud. And he said then another one walked out from behind the boulder, a female, and he said it had real large breasts. It was definitely female. The male was on top. He was huge. And then there was a smaller female with him. They never seen him. The Sasquatch never seen the guys. And they watched it. Well, he told his uncle, he said, I could drop it right now. And he was 17 years old. And his uncle told him, he said, no, he said, don't you shoot that thing, boy. You lower that gun, don't you shoot him. And his uncles wouldn't let him shoot it. But anyhow, they wandered off. And since then, he's had other encounters with them. And his family's had encounters. His children, all of his brothers, just about his entire family. But one of these days, I'm going to get up with him. I got his information from him, and he's got mine. And we're going to get together. And he may go hunting with us on some of these other areas where we hunt at. But one of these days, we're going to sit down and I'm going to get him to tell his story. But I thought it was real fascinating. And all of that happened because I was wearing Bigfoot Odyssey hat. And I had my sunglasses on it, so you can't see Odyssey, but you can see Bigfoot, the word Bigfoot. And I thought that was so funny. But anyhow, real nice guy, real just down to earth, true salt of the earth people, just old country fella. And he calls himself a hills man. He said, I'm just no hills man from the mountains. But anyhow, sometime in the future, I'll get him to come on and do some filming and get him to tell his story. What else we had going on? I went up to the property and I was the shooting house is so full of hornets. It has 4 bolts that bolted to that tower it was on. And I got the bolts unbolted and I eased it off. I separated it because I need that tower, the frame itself. And I slid it back. Well, I thought all the hornets left. I was filming, but I ended up deleting the footage. I made so many mistakes trying to film it. I just wasn't happy with it. And so I walked around and I grabbed the camera, and now I got the shooting house separated about that far from the tower. I just pulled them apart. They're laying on the ground. It takes 2 people to handle them. Well, I didn't see any hornets. And I come around there, I was leaning my head over between the platform and the shooting house, looking into it from the bottom, and I didn't see nothing. So I kind of stuck the camera in there and I turned. I was going to ease into it. And then I seen them, the other wall, they done all crawled out and the wall was covered with them. And I was probably 1.5 foot away from them. And I eased back out and I bumped the side when I was trying to pull the camera back. Back of my elbow hit the side of the shooting house. And it sounded like, when your phone is set on vibrate and you got it sitting on a hard surface and you get a call and it goes, brrr, it makes that noise. The whole side of when I bumped it, the whole side of the shooting house, you could hear them inside between them layers of that vinyl. I mean, it was brrr, it was buzzing. There were so many. And I grabbed the camera and I just ran and got in the car and left. But anyhow, we'll be going up there soon. And Chris and I are going to drag it out into the open. We ain't got to drag it, but about 5 or 6 feet. And then we're gonna go ahead and just burn it. It's a metal frame and it's got vinyl around it. We're just going to burn the vinyl off to kill all them hornets because there's so many of them. And they're in between the layers of the vinyl, so there's no way to get to them. They've built a nest and it's huge. The one nest is probably about that wide and it's about that tall, but it's a whole sheet, a section of that vinyl. And then the next section, it's got a pretty good pad in it. I don't know how many hornets in there, but that's the largest pile of hornets I've ever seen come out of any one place. But we're going to burn them off so that we could take the frame for it and put some plywood and sheet metal on it instead of using vinyl. But anyhow, that's where we sit. I'm going to try to do what I can here. I just wanted to reach out to you all and let you know about our sister Sandra, beloved Sandra. She went home. She beat us. But please send prayers out for her family, her husband, their children, just that they're blessed and they receive inner peace knowing that she's where she's supposed to be and she's all right. You know, we'll get to see her again. We'll all get the opportunity to join up with her and then all of our other friends and family and loved ones that have beat us up there. The day's coming and we'll all be there. I thought I do hear footsteps. I think. I think I'm hearing footsteps right back over there. It's so thick I can't see through that mess. I'm going to be real still and see if you guys can hear it. I got a microphone mounted up here. I'm not using the mic on the camera. Can you guys hear that at all? That may be an animal. I don't know what that is. It's not very far. It's pretty close to me. I just can't see it, it's so thick. I guess I'm going to get the tractor cranked up, and that was a tree break or a limb break. That was off a little further back though. I'm going to get moving. I'm toward the northeast of this property. And it's the entire east side is really, really dense. And if I go that direction, probably 250 yards, maybe 300 yards, that's where I'd found that stuff, and the game warden and the police came up. That was right back that way. I have no idea. I know you can hear the traffic. The highway's back that direction. Oh, that was loud. That was back there. All right, guys. So I'm gonna call it quits for right now. I may see you all tonight. Y'all have a good afternoon. Enjoy yourself this weekend. Be blessed in all you do, and I'll definitely be seeing you all very soon. These footsteps are loud, whatever they are. I just don't want a coyote to get up here on me. Y'all have a good day. God bless you. I love you, and I'll talk to you guys very, very soon. Bye-bye.